So you want to learn how to get more product sales from Pinterest. Well, that's good because Pinterest's new CEO, Bill Reedy, came from Google Commerce and PayPal. So he knows a little something about e-commerce. And the way Pinterest is heading, we are looking at some really big things for e-commerce in the future. So a lot of things happening behind the scenes. I'm quite sure that we're going to see some new updates here in 2024 and 2025 when it comes to e-commerce and making things easier for people to buy products on Pinterest directly. So you're definitely going to want to get your products on Pinterest. Today, we're going to go ahead and get into Pinterest Verified Merchant Program, why you would want to be part of it, and what to do if you don't quite qualify for that yet. Hey, I'm Michelle. I'm a Pinterest manager and marketing strategist, and I love giving you all the Pinterest tips. So welcome back and let's get into it. Maybe you sell digital products and you're stuck because Meta and TikTok, they don't even allow digital products. So you're trying to market these products. It's a little bit more difficult than if you had a physical product because you can't utilize those social media platforms. Thankfully, Pinterest does allow digital products. So if you're a digital product seller, you should absolutely be on Pinterest. Now, if you're a physical product seller, absolutely be on Pinterest because you can also be part of the Verified Merchant Program. It is for any type of products. And having those products on Pinterest can either help you not have to do so many TikTok and Reel videos, or you can just increase your audience to a brand new audience over at Pinterest. So making sure that you have what you need to get verified through Pinterest is a really good idea. Now, don't fret, because even if you are not able to qualify for the Verified Merchant Program right away, that is okay. I'm going to show you how you can still get those products on Pinterest and do just fine until you're able to get into that program, because there are some pretty good qualifications that we have to go over for a merchant to be considered verified on Pinterest. All right, so some of you may be asking, what is a verified merchant on Pinterest? So they have a verified merchant program, and what this means is that that merchant has been vetted through Pinterest. They've reviewed their website, they've reviewed their products, they are a real person with a real business, and that's why the qualifications are so stringent. They want to make sure that the people who they verify actually have a real business with real products for sale and are doing good business online. So that is one of the best parts about the Verified Merchant Program. And the other nice thing is that your product pins will show up in organic search. They'll be shoppable. People can go directly to your website to purchase those products from Pinterest, and they do tend to get a bit more reach. I'm not sure if Pinterest pushes those more or if people just see them more because it's a verified merchant. But I have noticed since I got my own verified merchant checkmark, my products are getting a lot more views than they did before I had the verified merchant. Now, don't stress. If you don't have the verified merchant yet, maybe your Pinterest account's too young, not old enough, or your website isn't old enough. That's okay. We can still get your products on Pinterest. It's fine. It's nice to have the verified merchant, but if you don't, you still want your products on Pinterest. And that's what I'm trying to tell you here. If this video has been helpful so far, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're interested in even more tips, because that's what we talk about here on this channel. Let's talk about what you need to qualify for the Pinterest Verified Merchant Program. So the first thing I already mentioned a bit, but that is that your Pinterest account must be at least 3 months old. So brand new accounts don't qualify. You have to at least have it for 3 months. So there's at least a minimum of 3-month waiting period if you're brand new to Pinterest. And the business website must be claimed and have been created at least 13 months ago. So that's the longest waiting period. If you're a brand new seller, that's probably feels like an eternity. But in the meantime, you can prep that store and get it ready. Your Pinterest profile must have a profile picture and a complete about section. So either a logo for your business or a picture of you. If you are part of your brand and you're really the face of the brand, I recommend using your own profile picture. It's just people like to buy from people, but a logo is also nice. So if you are more of a brand, then you can use your logo, and that's okay. Make sure you fill out that about section And I have tons of tips about filling out your profile properly. I have a Pinterest profile mini course that is free. I'll link that down below. So if you want to know how to get your Pinterest profile set up so it's completely optimized, that will walk you through all the steps. Your products and website must meet the merchant guidelines. So they'll review your website and products, and once you upload your catalog. So then if you do not meet the guidelines, you'll be notified in the Business Hub where you can appeal the decision. So they'll give you kind of a vague reason as to why you don't qualify, but you can fix it and appeal it. Now, the caveat to that is you get 3 appeals in your lifetime. So don't waste them. Make sure that whatever you're fixing, you feel that everything in there is up to snuff and fixed, because you don't get a ton of shots at this. And don't request to be part of the Verified Merchant Program before 13 months of your website being active. Then you're going to connect your catalog. You can connect, like if you have a Shopify store, it's really easy because they have an integration. It's like a Pinterest plugin and it just kind of does it for you. So that's the easiest one. You can do manual integrations into the Verified Merchant Program for your catalog, like download it and then upload your products. Or there are also other integrations through WooCommerce that will get that done for you. So you can use Google Tag Manager, those kind of things. I am not a tech guru on how to get my catalog connected. My catalog is connected through Shopify, through the app, and that is probably the only reason I was able to get verified, because it was not super difficult to do that. So once your catalog is ingested, then your product pins will always have the most up-to-date price and product information, and at least 50% of your products have to be able to be ingested successfully or you will be denied. And then you're going to want to set up your conversion source. So this is the other thing that is nice with Shopify. It integrates really well with Pinterest, but there are other ways to do it. Google Tag Manager, WooCommerce I think has a plugin. So there are different ways to do it depending on your website. Now, caveat, Etsy sites or any like third-party type sites that way, they will not ever be able to be part of the Verified Merchant Program. You can't verify those websites because they're not actually owned by you. But Shopify, WordPress, Squarespace, Wix, I think all of those have the ability to be connected to Pinterest. One of the things that I've noticed is if I'm a relatively new store, so I've had my website for a long time, but my store is fairly new. So if I don't get a bunch of visits for a while into my store or checkouts, it will say there's something wrong with my conversion source. My tip for you, go all the way through, buy one of your own products or whatever it takes, something small, and it will reset that conversion source. So if it does seem to drop, it may be that you just haven't had somebody go all the way through the checkout yet. The other thing that I just want to give you a tip on as far as getting qualified for that Verified Merchant Program with your website. Number one, make sure that your whole store is not on sale. If you use Shopify's compare at pricing and then have like a smaller or a reduced price, that makes it look like you have a sale going on all the time. It's okay to have a sale on a couple products. That's not going to hurt you, but you can't have your entire store on sale, or it will say your shop's always on sale. You don't qualify. Another thing, make sure all of your terms and conditions, your privacy policy, your shipping policy, even if you're a digital product store, you have to have a shipping policy. Even if that shipping policy is, we're a digital product store, nothing will be shipped to you, you'll receive a PDF download with the links to your products. You need to outline that very clearly in shipping policy. The other thing, you need to have an about section that has a picture of you, that has an about section about you and your business so that people can really see that you're a real person. And you also need to have a contact me section. So a place where people can reach out to you, contact you if they have any issues with their products. These things are very important, and sometimes people just kind of skip over them. You need to have your privacy policy, terms and conditions, shipping policy, all of that, refund policy, anyway, to be compliant with just business practices. But it's very important also for the Verified Merchant Program. So if you're early on in your website, that's something that you can do right away just to make sure that your website is going to be compliant once it is that time. So really just make sure that your website is looking good by the time you apply for the Verified Merchant. So what do you do if you don't qualify for the Verified Merchant Program? So whether you just started with Pinterest or your website's not quite old enough, or maybe you got denied. Okay, that's all right. You can still get your products on Pinterest. What I would love to see you do is make sure you're pinning some pins directly from your shop to Pinterest using either the Pinterest extension or the Tailwind extension if you have Tailwind. Planoly has one too, I believe, but you can schedule those out. I have to warn you with the Pinterest extension, don't go through and just start pinning all of your products all in the same day. Your account will 100% chance get flagged for spam if you are pinning 100 products in one day. Like, don't do it. I would say stick to 2 to 3 products. Space it out a little bit. Don't just pin. Make sure they're different URLs and just be careful with using that. I don't want to see your account get shut down. I have seen people's accounts get shut down before and they're just trying to put their catalog in, but it looks very spammy. You may get it back, you may not. And I just don't want you to have to worry about that hassle. If you use the Tailwind extension, you can actually schedule those pins out. You're not going to have any issue with getting marked as spam if you do that. So that's my preferred method, but if you don't have Tailwind, you can use that extension. I have linked this video up here and it shows you how to do all of that. It walks you through it. Especially as a beginner, it's a really good video for you to watch to kind of start developing that strategy. The next thing I encourage you to do is to link your pins in Pinterest to the product. So you can actually create a pin and then there's the option to tag a product or add a product to that pin. So you can actually show multiple products and show multiple tags so that people can actually shop. It's called Shop the Look, and you can go through and actually click on those products and it will tell you the current updated price and send you directly to that product to purchase. So highly recommend using that feature on Pinterest. I'm going to show you on the screen share how to do that on your computer. Now, another thing that you can do is tag this product. So you can actually pop it in here and you can search it by URL. So we're going to grab the URL here on the right one there and paste it on in, and it's going to grab that product and then make it shoppable. So you can pick the image that you'd like, save the product, click done, pull this up, and you can see now you have a little Shop the Look tag. So you can actually just click there and it will say, this is how much it is. Do you want to visit the site? And you go right to the listing. So it's a pretty slick program here. So hopefully that was helpful. Now on your mobile phone, it's a bit different to tag products. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in, you're going to add your pin, you're going to add your pin image, you're going to click next, and then there's the option to tag products. So you're going to click on that, tag the product, and that you can actually search it by URL. So you can just grab the URL, search it, grab your image, and then when you post, it's going to be up there. Now, some people, it may be different on their mobile where you actually go into the stickers, click the product sticker, and then you'll go in, tag the product, and it will do the same thing. So it's either going to be where you're going to go through and tag it on the tagged portion on the next screen, or if you have the option to add stickers, you're going to click the product sticker. It will allow you to tag it there. So Pinterest is making a lot of updates. Some people have the updates, some people don't. So right now, that's how it is. So hopefully they get the kinks worked out and it's just consistent here shortly. So lastly, I just want to cover a couple commonly asked questions that I hear a lot. And one of them that I get a lot is, does it cost money to sell products on Pinterest? And no, you can definitely do an organic strategy that does not cost you any money. Having your products ingested into Pinterest is free, doesn't cost you anything. Now, if you'd like to run ads to those products, that's where you're going to start incurring some costs. And I would recommend holding on ads until you see what products are doing well and then put the money behind those products. So see how they do well organically first before you start dumping money into the ad strategy. And then the last question that I hear a lot is, what kind of products can I sell on Pinterest? Or should I sell? Or what sells best? So you can really sell almost anything. I mean, you can sell digital products, courses, templates, any of those things, planners, all of that kind of stuff. You can sell DIY craft boxes. You can sell home decor, clothing, skincare, so many different things. The only thing that really you have to worry about with Pinterest that you can't sell, you're not gonna be able to sell like ammunition or guns or any adult products, anything that could be kind of controversial or somewhat dangerous. You're not gonna be able to sell those on Pinterest. Pinterest is very well known for being a positive platform, and not that those things are negative in themselves, but they can create some issues. So you can't sell any of that kind of stuff on Pinterest. But if you are selling, jewelry, makeup, skincare, all of that can be sold on Pinterest. So absolutely get your products on there. If you want to go beyond what I covered in this video, click the link below where we can set up a strategy call and I can talk to you one-on-one about how to build a strategy for your business. These strategy calls are something that you will implement, but we really can talk to. It's a very intense session where we go through all of your questions and then kind of build a strategy for you to go ahead and implement. I also have done for you services where you can actually just turn your Pinterest account over to me and I can take care of it for you. So there's a couple options if you are ready to move forward with that, but you want a little bit more help. Make sure to click that link below. And if this video was helpful, please go ahead and subscribe, like the video, all that jazz. And I look forward to speaking with you next week when we're going to talk all about how to build an actual strategy for your e-commerce business on Pinterest. So make sure you come back for that. All right, we'll talk soon. Have a great day.